People, oh my gosh, we have some spoilers for Boruto chapter 48. They're coming out as I'm recording this video. There might be more. If there's some huge significant ones, maybe you might get one more Boruto chapter 48 spoiler video before we drop that official review when the chapter drops on Monday. But oh my gosh, people, I'm not even gonna lie. This one page in particular, one page is going to knock your socks off because it's going to give you very reminiscent vibes of the Pain Invasion arc, people. Y'all know the arc in Naruto that majority of people regard as one of the best arcs, one of the highly acclaimed arcs of the series. There was a page I'm just looking at like, oh my gosh, people. I guess let's get into the shits, folks. Let's talk some of that Boruto chapter 48 spoiler talk.
I say we gonna do what we do, no matter how you move, make your move. That's how it be, though.
Okay, so in the last day or so, we've gotten some mild spoilers here or there, right? We got the cover page, we got the title of the chapter, a little bit, a brief tease, nothing too heavy. Basically, the cover page, we're gonna start off with that. The cover page is a drawing of Boruto with the Karma mark. A lot of people argue back and forth, so that it looks disproportionate. They're not the biggest fan of the color page. I kind of agree, to be honest with you. It's not the greatest drawing in the world, and I'm never really the biggest fan of majority of the Boruto colored cover pages. Some of them are alright, but they're usually hit and miss. So whatever with that. It definitely is not representative of the monstrosity of what we're in store for, because if you remember last month's chapter, Boruto left us mind blown with the identity reveal of Kashin Koji being a Jiraiya clone. Like we was all like, yo, what in the blue blazing fuck? So yeah, again, cover page, whatever, but let's jump into quickly the title and the little brief description, and don't worry, we're gonna get into the big enchilada in a second. The Jump preview from Weekly Shonen Jump joint issues number 33 and 34. The header is all series themed. Pay close attention with V-Jump. There's a way to break through the deadlock in their predicaments in one fell swoop. The subheader, the turbulence is building up in these manga series. They'll be transforming adversity into opportunity and seize victory. Then we got an Isshiki splash text. Isshiki has finally reincarnated. His true powers will be elucidated. Chapter 48 preview box. The fierce battle against the Otsutsuki will be heading into some new facets. Ishiki's true form has finally manifested, and there's a way to oppose these exceedingly mighty powers that stand before them. The official Japanese preview text from the end of chapter 47 said, "At last, Isshiki Otsutsuki has manifested. Meanwhile, there's the true bare face of someone who's been burdened by a predestined fate." Kashin Koji splash text. Kashin Koji has been driven into a corner. What will be his next move? Boruto caption, can they prevent Boruto and Kawaki's Otsutsuki transformation? And then we also have the title of it, and it's titled The Time Limit. So definitely a lot of questions there. And to be honest with you, when I saw today's spoiler, again, it's one page, but it's very impactful, and it speaks a lot about what has already transpired that we haven't seen based on, you know, what this chapter is about to bring forth. Because again, remember, it left off with Kashin Koji versus Isshiki Otsutsuki, and everybody wasn't able to watch anymore because the toad that was projecting shit got murked. So we were left off at that particular point. And I ain't gonna lie, I've been fanboying like a mofo, because when I got that page, I went on a rant, and I'm curious, before we jump into the spoiler page, what do you guys think about this? For Boruto readers right now that were huge Naruto fans and you're reading Boruto, I said this on Twitter, and I've been with, for the most part, people agreeing, but there's a few people that disagree. I want to know what you guys think. I said, honestly, if you're a Naruto manga fan that don't fuck with Boruto at all because of the anime, you're really missing out on the Boruto manga. The past 3 years, it's been just as good and sometimes better than its predecessor. And to be honest with you, seeing pages like this get me so hyped to say things like that, and I stand by it, to be honest with you. Like, the disagreement, I'm gonna ask you, right? Because I said specifically sometimes. I didn't say all the time. I said sometimes. And I mean, can you disagree when they're like, let's just say some of the best parts we've had of Boruto so far, like with the, you know, the mysteries, the revelations, karma, Kara, and shit like that. You're telling me none of those moments are better than, let's just say, some of the early 4th grade Shinobi War stuff that people really didn't like at all? You're telling me, like, I gotta stand by that. And I'm curious again what you guys think about it. Are there any moments in Boruto at all that have surpassed the Naruto manga in terms of just everything about it? So wanted to throw that in there. But the page we got, the big spoiler, I made you guys wait long enough. I know, I apologize, but I'm really, really excited right now, is of Isshiki Otsutsuki in his true Otsutsuki form that he just transformed into last chapter, hovering above Konoha, which is very reminiscent, and I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Very reminiscent, although you remember, you gotta remember, of when Pain was above Konoha before he wrecked the shit. So there's so much to go off of that. For starters, like, yo, what happened to Kashin Koji? Does that mean that Kashin Koji's dead? Has he been destroyed? Is he still alive? How the hell do we get from that to that? Like, we know that Isshiki has that ability that he goes from point A to point B, but then again, how did he get there so quick? Could this be like end of chapter type of deal? Because he doesn't have the karma mark seemingly anymore in Kawaki to just jump to where Kawaki's at, right? So it must have been that he killed them, and then some time passes for him to get over there, unless he has another technique that allows him to jump again to where, you know, Konoha's at. But then also, could this be the beginning of what we saw in the beginning of the Boruto series? And what I mean by that, we see that Konoha is decimated. We see that the Hokage monuments is destroyed. We see that it's just in ruins and shit like that. Could it be because of this? Could it be that Konoha gets so badly murked and people just really can't do anything, even during like a time skip or whatnot, that it just stays that way, and it's due to Isshiki Otsutsuki wrecking everything? Like right now, so crazy, because if Isshiki is there, Naruto and Sasuke weren't capable of taking this dude out before, when he was still rocking the normal Jigen body and shit like that. Isshiki whipped their asses to the point where Naruto got sealed away for a bit, and Sasuke had to jump through a portal looking like he was trying to survive a tornado and shit like that. So if they couldn't do, what are they going to be able to do now? Don't get me wrong, there's plenty of capable people in Konoha to help out with the situation now. We still got Kakashi sensei, we still got Tsunade, I'm sure somewhere around there. Tsunade, yeah, she got wrecked by Madara, but she still can be a big of use. We still got Mike Guy, that, yeah, he's crippled, but don't count out the you know what I'm saying, the spirit of youth. We got Rock Lee, that I can only imagine the training that he's had, how strong he is now. He's still one of the top in Konoha. We still got Shikamaru, so there's still capable people, but this could be the beginning of what we saw, and Konoha still hasn't recovered even after a time skip. In the beginning, you know, that prelude that kind of foreshadowed where everything is going when Konoha is decimated. And I'm just like, yo, the Pain invasion vibes right now. One of the best, one of the high regarded, one of people's favorite arcs in all of Naruto. This is looking like that right now, and I ain't gonna lie, when I saw that, oh my gosh, just one page, and I'm just so curious where that page is at, because again, that could tell us a lot of what this chapter is about to be about. Is that like midway through? Is that how the chapter is going to end for the most part? Like a foreboding moment of, oh my gosh, Isshiki is here now. Again, does that clarify and does that cement, which I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be disappointed. I'm gonna keep it 100,000 trillion with you guys. I am going to be disappointed if Kashin Koji is completely decimated and that's the end of him. He's dead. Like, I'm hoping that maybe he's missing an arm or something, or maybe, you know, he's missing a leg, whatever the case may be, but that he still somehow survived, and Isshiki is trying his best quickly to get back to Konoha because he really wants Kawaki's body. That's one of his main objectives. So he might have just brushed off Kashin Koji, didn't kill him, but knocked him out really badly, did some dirt to him, and that's how he was able to leave. But Kashin Koji still got to survive. I am not, until we get the full chapter, I'm not going to believe that the author introduced and built up for years already at this point, chapter upon chapter, regarding Kashin Koji, his identity being this Jiraiya clone, all of that shit, to just kind of kill him off before Naruto could even see him and have that interaction, which majority of fans right now, that's what we want to see. So I'm refusing to believe it. But okay, people, I wanted to throw it in there so, like, you know, we get as maximum info on the Boruto spoilers that we can. We just got a few extra more tidbits on some Kashin Koji stuff regarding the battle against Kashin Koji and Isshiki. So it's going to continue the battle at the very least. It's not going to be off screen and then we see Isshiki Otsutsuki. And in there, for starters, one of the spoilers is that Kashin Koji is going to use Sage mode. So, okay, I mean, at the end of the day, it's kind of to be expected, but it's also going to be a nostalgic flair, because, like, yo, that's one of Jiraiya's biggest techniques, and that was the last technique he used in the Pain Invasion. It seems as though this is really heavily taking from a lot of stuff from the whole Pain saga at that. And also he uses a move called Raging Lion Mane technique, which is basically where I believe that's where his hair started like spiking up and shit like that. So he's going to be using that technique as well in the battle. Just wanted to throw that in there to give you guys more spoilers and pack this video up before, you know, the chapter drops. Okay, people, even more breaking spoilers. Like, yo, it keeps on coming, people, and I'm gonna keep on dropping it to you. Let's read. Kashin Koji versus Isshiki Otsutsuki concluded. The highlight of the chapter near the end is definitely the page when Isshiki conveniently materialized himself a glass of wine, chugged it down all in one go, and then promptly dropped the empty glass on the ground. By the way, Kashin Koji is immobilized, sandwiched between 3 pillars, so then more than likely he's not dead. He's not dead. Yes, he's not dead. Hopefully, like, yeah, I think that's what it is, right? He's not gonna be dead. He's sandwiched between 3 pillars, but he's not completely gone. So that'll give the opportunity for Isshiki to bounce out of the fight, go to Konoha, and then eventually somebody's gonna go save this motherfucker, right? Also, by the way, that gives me strong Toguro from Yu Yu Hakusho vibes when he would have orange juice over ice after and before a battle. My gosh, people, very curious what you guys think about this page. Isshiki Otsutsuki, what is going down? Who right now, aside from Naruto and Sasuke, who do you think are the best bets to go up against him? I'll say hands down Rock Lee with his taijutsu. That is one of the biggest things, because if I remember correctly, one of Momoshiki's downsides was the fact that Naruto and Sasuke were using taijutsu. Rock Lee is a taijutsu god, so Rock Lee is probably one of the best bets, and please give us that moment. We also, again, we have Kakashi. I mean, I'm not sure how he's going to be nowadays, because we haven't really seen him in action since he lost his Sharingan. So again, I don't know what he's going to be capable of at this particular point, but there's still so much. We still got Code in the wings, because we still got one more car member, which I'm curious if, you know, this was all a coup d'etat, a rebellion from Amado and Kashin Koji, aka Jiraiya. Code wasn't in on it? Kind of curious about that, or is he still in on it? Like, where's his allegiance going to lie? There's so many questions, and we only got one freaking page so far from the spoilers. Your overall thoughts and expectations. Could this very well be right now emulating the Pain Invasion arc with this Isshiki Otsutsuki arc? Like, right now, Boruto is absolutely on fire. It's been on fire for 3 years, and it just continues to push the envelope for what this manga is doing. And go read the Boruto manga, damn it. I can't wait for this chapter. I need it yesterday. I need it right now. But that's all I have for this quick one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links as always in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in, and Boruto chapter 48 can't come fast enough. If we get more significant spoilers before the official chapter drops, I will fill you in on it, people. Like, craziness. Everything good always comes to an end. If you stab me in my back, we can never make amends. Trying to move to acceptance, hard to accept it. Mistakes like mirrors, gotta reflect it. I don't wanna fucking leave, but I gotta leave. Leave the maybes to the crazies. Maybe one day there I go, admitting something in a subtle way. No more copies, leave without a trace.